Hi, you're wondering why I'm like this? Answer is very simple. There's a cockroach, and I mean, I can't stand in the corner and say side request, side request, side request. It's not a traffic thing that's going to listen to me. And what is a cockroach? There's something creepy. There's something that's not comfortable about looking at a cockroach, right? I mean, to me, a cockroach says your house is invaded, it's infested, and it just needs decluttering. Fair enough, because that's when you see the cockroach outside. Otherwise, they're very comfortably in the dark nooks corner, and quite significantly, you see these cockroaches. Now, interestingly, in spite of cockroaches giving us an icky feeling, they teach us something very, very valuable. They teach us that we can adapt, we can endure, and prosper. They kind of encourage us somewhere along the way to look at what is this darkness that is around us and how do we emerge out of that darkness, because we have created the darkness ourselves. Okay, so let's look at it. What could a cockroach actually tell us? See, how does a cockroach talk to us? We look at its biological life, we look at its habitat, we look at its survival instincts, and then translate it to our space. Now they have tremendous willpower. Ever tried killing a cockroach? I mean, let's not even go there. And that is what allows them to thrive in any environment. So a lot of Eastern culture considers it as good omen, because it tells us that we need or how to draw strength from within, from us, that we don't have to look out, and how we can thrive despite of adverse conditions. I mean, pesticide or no pesticide, cockroach survives. And they also, a community, you'll find them. I mean, as a community, they construct their house. As a community, they live, they hunt, they share food, they share information. There is a warning signal from one cockroach to the other when there's an approaching danger. So basically, when you do see that there is a arrival of a cockroach, then it talks of a friendly and a trustworthy environment coming up for you. It also suggests the emerging of a genuine friendship from a very vibrant community. It's not just one of those passive spaces. Now, cockroaches are considered as signs of darkness, and I mean, whatever. It's an omen of ill care, something that is not being taken care of. But it could also mean that it's a symbol that asks you to re-look and start all over again to ensure your safety net. Okay, consequences will be that it basically talks about basically what a cockroach does is it indicates or it asks you to find the trust within you and the confidence in your own ability. But because it's a resident of the dark space, it also tells you that there is something that is going on around you, among the people who are close to you, and they're not letting you in on the secret. If they do let you in on the secret, it would definitely work as an advantage to you. Now, somewhere along the way, certain shamanic spaces, cockroach represents the human soul. And some cultures believe that it has tremendous spiritual significance. So, emergence of a cockroach on a dead body basically means, or in a space where somebody is dead, basically means disrespect for the deceased. So what happens? There are times where the cockroach actually crawls on you, right? So then what? Yes, I know it itches, and I know one feels terrible, and you can't spray yourself with the cockroach repellent like you can spray yourself with a mosquito repellent. But it has a very profound underlying message that you need to carry with you. Cockroach is telling you somebody who is very close to you. But this is what happens when the cockroach is crawling on you, okay? Or it touches your physical body. That somebody who is very close to you might be harmful to you. And it's trying to get you to listen to what it has to say. Okay, so let's look at the basic messages that a cockroach gives. Be thankful for what you already have. And it stimulates an emotion of hope and faith and even bravery. You'll actually have to look at your life and render a thanks for the distance you have traveled. It then tells you that you need to educate yourself on how to stay alive. The strongest members of the insect kingdom, are the cockroaches. So it tells you how to adapt to a situation, that you need to adapt, not even how to. It tells you this is the point where you need to adapt to a situation, particularly your current situation. And that's how you will learn to get through it. And it teaches you that is one of the most valuable lessons of life that one can get. It also comes to tell you that you should have the power, or you should have the courage to pursue your most ambitious goals. Now, it's about its place in the universe, moving forward. And we don't move forward because we're scared to take those small steps. But the cockroach spirit, especially if you're feeling scared, the cockroach spirit is what you call upon to give you that sense of power. The cockroach also tells you that you have to make up your mind and you can do it. Because just look how it survives with just perseverance and ultimate steadily it survives, which means steady stream of achievement is possible as long as you stay focused on your goals. And whenever things become difficult, invoke the spirit of the cockroach. It will tell you how to adapt and shift your blockage. It will tell you how to adapt to the darkness that is emerging, and you can actually develop a greater determination to go to your goals. The cockroach is also telling you that you're capable of prevailing over whatever adversity. You possess the inner fortitude of triumph over any challenge that's there on your path. You have to develop that. You develop that connect to develop your sensitivity to the spiritual world, and you are able to actually recognize the signs, the warning threats that the universe sends to you. A cockroach also tells you to get into the habit of making deliberate choices. We need to take responsibility for the choice that we make. And we cannot really be overcomplacent about life. When it's emerging from the dark corner, it simply means we have let that side go. Pay attention to what is it that we have let go. And one does need to keep an optimistic outlook of life. It's a sign that you need to adopt more optimistic outlook. You need to have more faith in yourself because you are special. The cockroach reveals to you that you are unique. Uniqueness is a strength. It's not a problem. Okay, whatever we feel inadequate when we do not match this wonderful frame that has been handed down to us traditionally, that a good daughter, good daughter-in-law, ideal son-in-law. No, we don't. We are unique. We are unique in our own space. Okay? And it's also about building your community, finding your friendship, and most importantly, it's about shadow and rebirth. Like the cockroach, you can accept your own darkness. Now, when you accept your darkness, you can navigate through the darkness and experience the mystic side of you. It also means that you're carrying a little too much responsibility on yourself. So you can enlarge your perception of things. Finally, and the most important lesson or the spiritual lesson that a cockroach gives is that you can endure anything. Survival and resilience is what cockroaches talk about. They survive and adapt through every condition. And these insects encourage you to adapt and not give up. So think about it. How would you? So next time you take that flint or the pesticide to rule that to demolish the cockroach, just thank it and understand that it has come to tell you that prosperity and expansion is your future. And it's also serving as a cautionary measure that there are going to be challenges in your life pretty soon, and those challenges challenges are never happy. And yeah, killing of a cockroach. Should I or should I not? Now, in the Chinese culture, killing a cockroach, or most Asian cultures, is considered as killing your own fortune. Whereas in some cultures, it is considered as a sign of good fortune and financial success. I would leave it to your humanitarian or your animal sense what you would like to do. Basically, learn from the cockroach and adapt it to your life. And if you have questions or anything interesting, more to add to what I have to say, do leave a note in the chat box.